What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Noisy Boy here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to beat Kamaitachi. Hopefully I didn't butcher that, but anyway, let's continue on. But before we get started, guys, remember, if you have been enjoying my tips and tricks videos, remember to smash the like button because it really helps out the channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe because I'd love to hear feedback and your comments in the comments section below. Now in these particular videos I'd like to give you guys some general tips on how to defend against him and how to beat him. Usually a few clips of what moves to avoid and a couple of clips on what moves to like punish. So without further ado, let's get started. To start off, if you guys are actually feeling in a bad spot and you want to try and heal, use those trees with the slashes on them. The second general tip I like to give is keeping him up against the wall. A lot of his moves span across the entire map, or the entire arena I should say, so you keep him up against the wall, he will not get far, so you can go in for the punish. Just like that. Next up, another general tip is to block, and I mean block. I say block, 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 or you end up like this poor soul here, in the ditches. Next up, for punishing moves, he does like a 3-hit combo, just like that. Usually when he does his first attack, he'll lift his hand, and that's when you want to dodge into him, so you're on his side. I'll show you another example coming up here, but you want to keep him up against the wall, and if you can punish him with those moves, you'll see him, he'll raise his hand, and that's when you dodge. If he connects with all three, sometimes he'll throw out his tornado just like that, but again, wait for him to raise that paw, and then just get it on the side of him. It's not a bad little move to do, you can actually dodge that too, and then when he raises it, get in there, you can even walk in. And that's pretty much it, guys. So just to recap, remember the big thick trunks with the slashes on them, you can actually use those to avoid his moves. So if you want to heal or rebuff, those are the things you want to look for. Remember to block, 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 and block. I know your key will probably be smashed a few times, but block as often as you can. Also to keep him up against the wall as well. If you can keep him up against the wall, he will not go very far. If you fight him in the middle, you'll find yourself running from side to side of the arena, so you really want to try and keep him up against the wall. And that's pretty much it, really. Just I find it hard to counter his counter burst. It's probably just me, but just like all my other tips and tricks videos, guys, I like to just show the full fight as well. So hopefully you guys hopefully this did help, and if it did, remember to smash the like button and support my channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe because I'd love to hear feedback and your comments in the comments section below. I am your host, Noisy Boy. Thanks for coming on by, and as always, guys, stay noisy.